I was 10 when my brother Kyle introduced us to Bosco, his imaginary friend. Unlike most childish fantasies, Bosco wasn't a playmate, but a pudgy man with a gray beard. He quickly became the uninvited guest at our family table, a shadow we couldn't shake. My parents dismissed Bosco as childhood whimsy, but he was woven into our lives. Kyle surrendered the bathroom mirror to Bosco each morning. At every meal, an empty chair marked Bosco's place, though he never ate. At school, Kyle astonished his teacher with vocabulary he attributed to Bosco. Once, he greeted a neighbor's child with a formality that felt wrong. Bosco's voice seemed to slip through Kyle. Our world tilted at the bus stop. Kyle begged for candy, a detour that felt wrong. Against my better judgment, I relented and we crossed the street. The bus crashed, chaos erupted, and we were spared. Kyle wept. I froze, and relief washed over Mom. But Kyle's words chilled us to the bone. Bosco wanted the candy. Bosco receded, but Aunt Rita's arrival stirred things again. Dad's laughter with her was easy, but Kyle's comments were a poisoned arrow.
Kyle claimed Bosco told him of secret hugs between Dad and Aunt Rita, grown-up movies playing out in his innocent words. Mom's face drained of color.
That night, Mom packed hurriedly, tension stifling every breath. We left for my grandparents' house, leaving our home haunted. Months later, after secrets spilled, my parents divorced. Bosco, the faceless friend, had woven a nightmare. The scariest monsters don't dwell in shadows, but in the vulnerable spaces of family and trust. The old house creaked and groaned, a symphony of forgotten memories and unspoken fears. Each room held a ghost of laughter, now tainted by the chilling presence of Bosco. The swing set in the backyard, once a source of joyous shrieks, now stood silent and rusted, a testament to lost innocence. Bosco had stolen more than just our peace. I tried to remember a time before Bosco, a time when our family was whole. But the memories were shrouded in a chilling fog. The teddy bear Kyle clutched so tightly seemed to have eyes of its own, watching, waiting. Was it just a toy, or a vessel for something far more sinister? Sleep offered no escape, only nightmares filled with whispering voices and shadowy figures lurking just beyond the edge of perception. I started to see Bosco too, a fleeting glimpse in the corner of my eye, a shadow that danced just out of reach. Was I losing my mind, or was he becoming real? Silence in the house was deafening, broken only by the incessant ticking of the grandfather clock in the hall, each tick a hammer blow against my sanity. The portraits on the wall seemed to watch me, their eyes following my every move, as if they knew the secrets that haunted our family. The floorboards creaked under my feet, each step echoing through the empty house, a reminder that I was not alone, that Bosco was always with us. I tried to protect Kyle, to shield him from the darkness that had consumed our family, but he seemed to embrace it, to welcome Bosco's presence. The truth was a venom that poisoned everything it touched, leaving behind only bitterness and regret. Bosco was the messenger, but the message was our own destruction. I realized that Bosco wasn't just an imaginary friend. He was a manifestation of our deepest fears and desires, a mirror reflecting the darkness within us. We were trapped in a nightmare of our own making, bound together by secrets and lies, with no escape in sight. Bosco was the warden, and our family was his prison. The house seemed to breathe, to pulse with a malevolent energy, as if Bosco himself had become one with the very walls. I knew that we had to leave, to escape Bosco's grasp, but the house held us captive, refusing to let us go. Each night, Bosco grew stronger, his presence more palpable, his influence more insidious. He was consuming Kyle, and soon he would consume us all. The line between reality and nightmare blurred until I could no longer distinguish between what was real and what was a figment of my imagination. I tried to reason with Kyle to convince him that Bosco wasn't real, but his eyes remained vacant, his voice a chilling echo of someone else's. The darkness closed in, suffocating me, until I could no longer breathe, no longer think, no longer resist Bosco's power. We became puppets, dancing to Bosco's tune. Our lives orchestrated by a malevolent force we could not comprehend. The family that was once filled with love and laughter was now a twisted mockery, a grotesque parody of what we once were. Bosco had won. He had broken us. He had destroyed everything we held dear. Our family was no more. We were left with nothing but the lingering shadow of Bosco, a constant reminder of the darkness that had consumed us. Even now, years later, I can still feel Bosco's presence, a chilling reminder that some wounds never truly heal. Bosco's shadow still lingers, a chilling testament to the power of the unseen and the fragility of family.